Hey everyone, so today I'm coming at you with this tutorial on how to create this halo cut crease look. I did it using the new Jeffree Star Alien palette, so if you're interested, then just keep watching. Alright, so the only thing that I've done right now at this point is put on my base, which I just used the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then I did my eyebrows and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, and then I used their Tinted Brow Gel in Chocolate. Those products will be listed down below if you're interested. So anyone can achieve this look. This is more of a technique though that I would use for people with hooded eyes. I think that it's really helpful. And that way you can still achieve that cut crease look. The first thing I'm going to do is pick up the color Titan, and that's that really pretty like cream shade almost, and I'm just going to put this all over the crease. And you really kind of want to blend upwards towards the brow. If you look at my eye when I look straight ahead, you can see that I have that, like, the extra skin that comes down. So usually when you do a cut crease on hooded eyes, it's more flattering if you put that cut like a little bit further above the crease, and it kind of gives the illusion that you have a crease. So that's why you want to bring all your eyeshadow up higher, so that way you can still see it once you cut the crease, because sometimes if you don't go high enough when you cut that crease, it ends up covering your eyeshadow, and then you have nothing above it. You just have that cut crease there of concealer. So I would just bring all of your eyeshadow up a little bit more higher than you normally would. And I'm taking this color. This is just more of like a base color, so everything blends nicely, but I'm taking it pretty high up. I'm dipping back into the palette and I'm going into color Area 51. It's that really gorgeous purple shade. I'm gonna take that and blend it. So I'm just taking this on the outer, and remember, we want to take that eyeshadow a little bit higher up than we normally would, because when we cut that crease, we want to still be able to see it. Alright, so now that we kind of have this, it looks messy, but bear with me, it'll look good at the end. I'm gonna take, it's just a small dome brush, round brush, whatever, kind of like a smudge brush, I would say. I'm taking more of that Area 51, and I just wanted a smaller brush, so that way when I put it in the inner corner, it's not gonna get everywhere. I'm gonna take that into the inner corner, and we're gonna blend it. I'm gonna actually take more purple, and I'm just gonna deepen up the crease and above the crease a little bit. You don't want to get carried away, because then you're gonna have a mess. But I do want it to be pretty vibrant. You can kind of see there's a line here-ish. I'm gonna go in with that pointed fluffy brush that we have, and I'm just gonna very carefully blend out those edges. If you can, try to avoid this middle area just as best as you can, because that's where we're going to end up putting more of a shimmery shade. It's where we're going to cut the crease. You can see there is some fallout from the purple. That doesn't really bother me so much, and it's something that we're just going to clean up later. Alright, so at this point in time, I'm going to take a small flat brush, going in with that same color Area 51. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to run it along my waterline. You can smoke the lower lash line out as much as you want. This looks good to me. If you want to smoke it out further, be my guest. Alright, next, going with that same brush as we did before, I'm going to go into the shade Black Hole, which is that really pretty black. Let me tell you guys, this is the easiest black I've ever used in my entire life. Black can be really hard to blend out sometimes, or I feel like it's always chalky. This is the most creamiest black I've ever used, but you need to be really careful. So go a little bit at a time and build it up slowly, because you don't want to put on too much, and then, because you can't get rid of it after you put it on, you know? You have to start over, that's a pain. So I'm just going to take this black and I'm going to put it in the inner and outer corners of my eyes to start, and then I'll slowly blend in as we go. And I'm not so much worrying about blending at the moment, I just really want to try and pack on the color right now, and then I will blend afterwards. And I'm just slowly bringing this up. I don't want to like overpower the purple. I still want that purple to be pretty prominent. All right, now that we have the black placed, I'm gonna go in with the round fluffy brush that we used in the beginning, and I'm gonna go in and we're just gonna blend out the edges. You need to be really careful doing this, because if you take it up too much, or you just have to be precise when you blend, because if you're not, it can end up looking messy if you blend the black up too much or out too much. So you really want to just blend at that edge, but you don't want to move it around, you know, you don't want to take it too far. Alright, so I feel like I blended out the black pretty good. And once you're at this point, I'm actually going to go back in with the same brush, but I'm going to go back in with Area 51. And I'm just going to go and blend that over the black. And this is just so that that purple can stay vibrant. Alright, so now I'm going to cut the crease. I'm going to go in with this flat concealer brush I have. So if you have hooded eyes like me, what I will normally do, just to kind of like map out where I need to put the line of the cut that we're making, what I actually will do is you want to take a decent amount of concealer. You don't want to take too little, because then it can be hard to see on dark colors. But I'm going in with the concealer, and I'm going to actually put a line right above my lash line, like so. And then what you want to do is look up. So you can see that created kind of a small line of concealer, which is a good starting point. However, like I said, if you have hooded eyes like myself, you won't be able to see this when your eyes are open. You can kind of see it disappears a little bit when I look straight ahead. So you want to go a little bit above that line. You don't want to take it too far, because then you kind of look a little crazy. So you just want to go a little bit above that line. And then you just want to cut the crease. I go a little at a time. And I'm not picking up any more product. So I'm just going to take the concealer that I have left, and I'm just going to put it over and block out the eyeshadow that we had here. And then at the edges, what I like to do is just kind of like feather it. I just go back and forth lightly, so that way you don't just have a harsh line. I mean, we'll blend it out later when we get to the eyeshadow, but I think this just makes it a little bit easier. Alright, so now that we've cut the crease, I'm gonna go in with a small, it's like a mini round brush. It's a Luxie 141 brush. I got it in a set in Boxy Charm. I'm just taking that, and I'm taking the color Probe, which is such a beautiful shade. I think it's really unique. That's what we're gonna use in the center of the lid, is that Probe color, and we're just gonna pack it on. You can see that the edges are gross. I'm gonna go back in with that small round brush, and I'm gonna go in with Area 51 again, that purple shade, and I'm just gonna blend the edges. And what I like to do when I'm blending in the side, towards the lash line, I'll blend in the purple further in the center, and then up here I won't. Going back in with that black shade, I'm just gonna pack that back in there. Alright, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna go back in with this small flat brush that we used to blend out the lower lash line. And I'm just gonna take this and very gently, I'm going in with Area 51, that purple. I'm gonna go right above the cut crease, and this is just to make it more pronounced. You don't wanna go too much. And then you just want to make sure that that line, you can see it kind of created the line there. We're just going to blend that out afterwards. Alright, so I just blended out the edges, and then I put on some mascara, and I threw on a pair of lashes. All the products will be linked below. I'm wearing House of Lashes in the style Temptress, I believe. So that's it for today's look. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.